Hello, and welcome to the Manitoba Seniors Today. I'm your host, Lloyd Gwillem. Manitoba Seniors Today is a self-funded, no-profit venture dedicated to sharing senior issues, interests, and ideas via community access TV programming and social media. On this episode, I pay a visit to the Charleswood Active Living Centre. I also had the good fortune to visit the organizing committee for the St. James Collegiate 75th Anniversary Union. They had some advance information to share on that event. To start this episode, I headed over to the Charleswood Active Living Centre, located in Building A at 357 Oakdale Drive. It's very dear to my heart as my wife and I have been members of the organization for the past 7 years. 2025 was a milestone year for the Charleswood Active Living Centre in more ways than one. They celebrated their 25th anniversary and moved into a brand new space. But before we dive into that new space, let's take a look back at the organization's early beginnings. 1999 was the United Nations Year of Older Persons, which locally here in Charleswood highlighted a need for seniors-type programming. With much help and guidance by then MLA Myrna Dredger, a committee of Charleswood seniors gathered, held meetings, discussions, and negotiations with various parties. It all paid off, as 1 year later, the Charleswood Senior Centre, as it was originally known, was born. It started in a single vacant schoolroom at the Mount Royal School at 450 Laxdal Road. Over time, the programming spread to 2 classrooms, and within 4 years, they also expanded the programming to a second space at the old Charleswood Municipal Building at 5006 Roblin Avenue, a great use of a somewhat surplus city property. In hope of amalgamating all their programming at one site, a huge fundraising effort ensued aiming to renovate the old garage space at the back of the building. Compliments of Google Maps, here's what it looked like in 2007. By 2010, funding realized through private fundraising and generous government contributions, they now had a gym, a modest office space, and a leisure area. All of this history and more was detailed in the 10th anniversary book, The Charleswood Senior Centre, The First 10 Years. The history book provides one with more of a sense of all the help that went into making this organization a success. They usually have a copy in their lobby that you could read. Members of the Legislative Assembly, members of Parliament, local city councillors, individuals, and businesses alike are in that book, and you can find them in there. Far too many to list on my program, but all so instrumental in the establishment and growth of the centre. Moving onward, in 2015, the city opened a new library in Charleswood, which made the old Charleswood Library surplus to the city's needs. As the old library was empty, the city was approached for its use as part of the centre as it shared a common parking lot. The city agreed. It was around that time that Phyllis and I joined. I recall touring the old library building where they had some basic gym equipment, space for puzzles, and the man had a small woodworking shop with models. I recall model boats and model airplanes in there. That lasted a couple years until the city decided it couldn't justify the upkeep, so the centre was asked to leave and the old library building was put up for sale. When the centre moved into the Charleswood Municipal Building, they signed a 20-year lease which was set to expire in 2025. That lease did come with a potential 5-year extension. However, much of the property had been declared surplus. The city would most likely be looking to increase occupancy costs, so the organization started looking for a potential alternative space. Luck was on their side as an apartment complex developer offered to give them space in one of their apartment buildings. Now remember, this is Charleswood, where tall buildings are not the norm, so it was with pins and needles that the centre held on to hope of the new venue. But in the end, it was all approved. January 2025, the Charleswood Active Living Centre opened the new doors to a strong future. So that's 25-year history in a nutshell. So let's find out a little bit more about this new lease on life that the organization has done. I met up with the current program coordinator, Dana Poulton. Today I'm with the program coordinator, and your name is?
Dana Poulton.
How long have you been working here, Dana?
I started at the end of this past summer. in August.
August. So you're like a newbie, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And how are you settling in?
I think it's been a good adjustment. It's great. I came in at a time where there were programs already in place, so that really gave me a chance to kind of learn, see what everyone likes before I make my own decisions and shape the next session.
Okay. So you've kind of settled into 1 or 2 cycles, something like that, right?
Yeah. So we're just finishing up our fall session, which is our busiest session by far, and then our winter one begins in the new year.
Yeah, I know that registration process goes on when, in January?
Yeah, the week of January 5th.
Exciting week, I think.
Yes, the phones will be ringing off the hook.
Oh, they still do it by phone?
Yes, yeah.
Would that be interesting? Now, why would it be by phone? I guess because of us white-haired seniors, maybe.
Well, we don't do in person. We have it online and we have on the phone. But if you don't know or have issues with online, the phone lines are always open.
Yeah, me, I prefer actually the online. My wife and I use the online. So what are some of the programming that you have here in that center?
Yeah, we have a lot of different kinds of programming. So mainly some of our most popular ones are our fitness classes, which run in our gym and NPR all morning. So we have Zumba, HIIT classes, we have weight training, we have lots of seated classes like sit and fit, chair yoga, different kinds of yoga like yin yoga, restorative yoga. We have a lot of different classes.
Yeah, I was looking on the website yesterday, and that is quite a list of classes there. And there's even one off-site pickleball.
Yes, yeah. So then outside of our fitness classes, we have like special interests. So the pickleball we can't do in our gym, unfortunately, so we go off-site. But then we have entertainment sessions where we have musicians come in and play for our members, or other people come and talk, like lots of information sessions to give good resources. We have.
Yeah, I went to one last week. It was John Einerson.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's coming back.
He's coming back because he didn't finish, so he has to come back, and he'll be back in winter as well. I'll give you a little sneak peek.
But by the time you see this on TV, it's going to be maybe spring.
Okay, so he'll be here twice then.
Yeah, this looks like February.
Yeah. We have lots of different arts programs too. So we have like floral arranging, we have watercolor painting, creative writing. We'll be doing paint parties as well. So we really try to make sure there's as many options as interests, because if everyone comes here to do something they like, and we want everyone to have something.
Good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
So way back,
Okay.
you threw an acronym at me, NPR or NPR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that?
That's our multi-purpose room.
Ah, good.
Yes. Yeah. So we have our gym and our multi-purpose room. And you can bring a wall up to make them separate, or a wall open and fill the entire room.
Yeah, I usually stop people dead when they do it.
Yeah.
And ask, well, what's NPR? But
Yeah.
you had it going there. You're right. So well, just let it go. But yeah, there's not too many acronyms here. Right? What room are we in?
We're in the meeting room.
Okay. Okay. So where do you see the programming going into the future?
Currently, it's been very successful. Like programs are filling up, and there's a high demand. So I know that it would really be beneficial if we extended the hours of the center into the night and have night classes, because we do currently have one night class, which has been a success, and we are trying to introduce more.
Okay, so if you wanted to grow the membership, if you looked into that camera, what would you tell people?
I would tell people that we have something. Yeah, we have something for everyone here at the center. If you're looking to be active, if you're looking to meet new people, or if you're looking to pick up a new hobby, it'd be the perfect place to come, check out a new program. You can always try it, meet someone, try a different one, and even come and talk to me and talk to the staff here and the board, and we'll help you find something that you will love.
And if you want something new, they might even add something new to the program.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you very much, Dana, for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate your participation this today.
Okay.
I met up with a few of the exercise program instructors. Okay, so I have some of the instructors with me, and you are?
I'm Herb Single.
And what do you teach here, Herb?
I teach a program called Functional Fitness, and then also one called Bone Density and Strength.
So how long have you been doing that?
How long have I been doing this? Well, I started here, this is my second year, I think, here. And I also have other places that I do instruct as well, too.
So, Irv, I want to thank you for doing this. I know you got to run the class right now,
Right.
So thanks very much for doing this. I sure
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
there's 22 people waiting for me
Okay.
right now.
So, Irv is your husband?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So you guys tag team this or what?
No, he teaches different programs than I do. I've been doing this for over 20 years.
So Irv's gone to teach a class. What are you doing right now?
I'm going home to relax.
Oh, so you don't... I come here, I'm here this afternoon doing something called Tech Talk.
Okay.
So my wife plays mahjong, and then I schedule my Tech Talk to be the same time as mahjong.
Oh, yeah, no.
So we make one trip, I stay here, she stays here, and I do my thing, she does her thing.
No, doesn't, we do separate programs.
Oh, okay.
I worked at Charleswood Centre for the last 7, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, so for Charleswood Active Living, you've been doing it for 7 years?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you enjoy that?
I enjoy it very much. I like the people, and the participants seem to appreciate the fact that I show up.
So Irv was in a hurry. I didn't ask him, but I've asked some other ones. If you could sell this program to someone, look in the camera and tell them why they should come to your class, what would you say? Put you on the spot, how's that?
Well, very well. You should participate in any kind of an exercise program because it keeps your mind active, keeps your body fit, and it's very important to interact with other people also, especially when you're older.
And if you can hear them in the background out in the hall, there's lots of people interacting right now, and that's one of the aspects of having a senior center like this, or a 55 plus, or whatever you might call it. It's some of that social activity that keeps you active and healthy in the later years of life.
It's very important to participate in something.
Yes, absolutely, and thank you very much, Eleanor, for that. So I have with me one of the instructors, and you are?
MLA Shewchuk.
So what do you do here, Emilie?
I teach Zumba Mondays and Thursdays.
Zumba?
Zumba.
And just here or anywhere else?
I teach at the U of M as well, and
Oh,
for the
really?
city of Winnipeg. And I also teach strength training and metabolic conditioning.
Oh, okay. So mainly seniors or just anyone?
Mostly seniors, but most of the classes are open to anyone. I like teaching all ages.
Okay, so in this facility it is seniors, obviously.
Yes.
Although I went in and I did tape the class there, and some of them said, well, we're not seniors. What did that mean?
I'm not
They're young at heart.
They are.
Yeah.
They don't feel like they're seniors yet.
Yeah, I don't either, but I look at my hair and I know I'm a senior. So I guess, what are the benefits of Zumba here?
It improves your cardiovascular health, but most of all, it's fun. It's a great environment. We have so much fun, great sense of belonging, no judgment, and just get a little bit of exercise in, listen to some great Latin music, and it's a great way to start the day. These classes are at 9 a.m.
So yeah, I hear two things, the probably good for your health and the exercise part and the social aspect.
Absolutely.
So this class kind of gets to know everyone else in the class?
For sure. Yeah, it's the same people coming in every week. We do also allow drop-in, but most people register for a session and they come every week, and usually we get about 10 to 15 people.
Yeah.
So it's not huge classes, and yeah, we all get to know everybody.
So how long do the classes cycle?
10 weeks.
10 weeks?
Yeah.
So you're doing this, what, 3-4 times a year, or?
Yeah, we have a fall, a winter, a spring, and a summer session.
Okay, so 4 sessions.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been teaching for 4 years, and I've almost been here 2 years. I was when it was in the old building that just started, and then we moved to this new center in January of this year.
Well, there's a good question. Which do you like better, the old place or the new place? Maybe a bad question, maybe like the old
This
place.
one's nice, this one's new, this one's bright. I wasn't in the old one for very long, so this one's
Yeah,
good.
the old one didn't really have windows.
It did not, no.
Yeah, this place has a lot of windows so you can
It
see the
does.
outside environment.
Yeah,
I
which
think
is
that
nice.
can be nice. How's that in the summertime when the sun's shining in?
It's good actually, it is nice, it's bright, and it just feels good.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice aspect, just all those windows.
Mm-hmm.
Good place to exercise. Now, we tried to get some of the class in, maybe in the TV program here, and they're a little bit shy. So are they okay with all the windows that people can walk by and see that they're exercising?
I think so, because they're used to the songs,
Yeah.
and they feel a little bit maybe more in control, whereas this, they wouldn't know maybe what to expect.
Yeah. What was the song you played while we were there?
We did Abracadabra by Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah.
We've been doing that one for at least 10 months. It's everyone's favorite when we go abracadabra, and yeah, that's always their favorite.
Oh, okay.
I just like teaching the seniors. It's very wholesome, and yeah, it's actually my favorite place.
So I did with some of the others, if you looked in the camera and tried to convince people to come to a Zumba class, what would you say to them?
Give it a try. You don't have to have a dance background. Lots of moves can be either modified to make it more challenging or easier. So just come on down, give it a try, and I'd love to see you.
Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Emilie, for
you.
being on the program.
Thank you so much.
I met up with organization president Val McGuire. So I'm talking with Val McGuire, the president of the board at the Charleswood Active Living Centre. Welcome, Val. So Val, it's been almost 1 year since the centre moved here. What are your thoughts on this new site that you guys moved into?
Well, it's a lovely site. When we first moved in, of course, there were some kinks to iron out, some things that didn't work quite right, but I think we have all the kinks ironed out now and we're settled in and enjoying the spot.
Yeah, we saw that big room there and you said something about the divider
wall,
not working
yeah,
sometimes.
the dividing wall sometimes breaks. It broke when we first moved in. We had to get it repaired, and apparently it just broke last week again.
Oh, gosh.
But it's been repaired once again, but it's pretty pivotal to our operations here.
I guess it would be. It divides the room so you can have 2 sessions at once.
Yeah.
I understand several board members were instrumental in a lot of the work that happened on the move here. Did you want to mention some of that and who they were?
Yeah, well, Sherry Mooney and Dan Graham were basically the ones who spearheaded the whole operation. Dan had a buildings and property committee that worked with him on it, but Sherry and Dan did the majority of the grant writing. The center manager, Crystal, also was on that committee and helped them out with that. But they did a lot of work getting grant money and whatnot to make the move possible. And yes, everybody is very grateful to them. They both, Dan and Sherry, have served on the board in different positions for many years. So.
Yeah, if I recall, Sherry was president when we went into COVID.
Yeah.
So she lasted a long time as president, actually. So it's
Yes.
great that you took over for her. So, what do you think of this type? What do you think of this particular type of building setting where we have an apartment block where the contractors who built the place actually set aside some room for an active living center?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think it's a good idea, especially like I say, aging population, you know, as we age, sometimes we have to give up driving and whatnot. We become less physically able in some circumstances, and you know, we are in Manitoba where winter does come, so it makes it difficult for people to get around. So people who have decided it was time to move from their homes into these buildings, it's like they have a built-in community, and with the center being here, you know, they can exercise, they can socialize, they can play card games, they can, you know, be as active as they want without actually having to go
Outside.
different places.
Yes, and today while we're taping, it's actually raining and
Yeah.
we're getting our first nasty snowstorm.
Snowstorm.
So we don't even want to talk too long. We want to get back home.
Yeah.
And that's probably a great thing, being able to access it that way. And a little bit of the future, since you are the president for the next couple of years, how do you envision the future for the center?
Well, hopefully expanding programs so we can bring even more to the community and, you know, the residents in the building, maybe have some more activities at night that people can partake in, as well as I know our program coordinator is looking into having people come out and, you know, give cooking lessons and everything as people age as well. You know, shift from cooking for a family to 1 or 2 people. And sometimes, you know, the spouse that's left behind is not necessarily the one who did the cooking. So it's like...
Interesting you say that, because I was thinking my TV program, Manitoba Seniors Today, maybe we have to have a cooking tips for some of the seniors too.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe that's a thing to put in.
And, you know, health concerns change. We all have to watch our sugar, our salt.
Our diets.
Yes.
So I want to thank you for this interview. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you for having me.
Over the years, the association has received assistance from all levels of government. On the provincial front, that was local MLA Myrna Dredger, who was very instrumental in supporting the founding of the organization and worked closely with them until her retirement from politics in 2023. Kathleen Cook is now the local MLA, so I asked her for her thoughts on the new site and the center's future.
My predecessor as MLA for Roblin, Myrna Dreger, had an incredible legacy over her career, but I think she would agree that one of the things she's probably proudest of was the establishment of this centre. And to see how it's grown and become such an integral part of the community over the years is really encouraging. This beautiful new building is now a hub for wellness and connection and a gathering place for seniors in our community. And we know that that's only going to increase as the years go on. And I'm really excited for everything that is in the future for this Charleswood 55 Plus Active Living Centre.
On the city front, in the early years, Councillor William, they called him Bill, Clements, helped with the establishment and subsequent move to the Charleswood Municipal Building. More recently, Councillor Kevin Klein was very involved in a new site, and our new councillor, Evan Duncan, during the actual move. I asked Councillor Duncan for his thoughts on the potential for such builds wherein the developer provides space for community organization.
I think that as we continue to evolve and change as a neighborhood, we're going to have to look for different opportunities to accommodate all the different growth in our neighborhoods. So whether that be the Charleswood Active Living Centre or the Charleswood Historical Society, these places need long-term homes because it's of interest to the neighborhood. And with our demographics here, again, some primarily seniors in our neighborhood want to still access these resources. So I think it's a good partnership to have potentially with private investors when it comes to development of property, but also our community, to hear from our community and facilitate some of these needs.
I had a discussion about the apartments with one of the center's members, Sandy Kluka, who now lives there. And so now my guest is?
Sandy Kluka.
Okay. So Sandy, why are you here today?
I wanted to take the opportunity to share what a great setup I have in living in a new complex, and on the main floor is the Charleswood Active Senior Centre.
Where we are today. Yes.
Where we are, yes.
So how long have you been living in this facility?
I just moved in last March, so this being December, almost. I've been a member of the Senior Centre for 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And it has provided me with such a range of activities, not only sports, but also crafts and cards and the social milieu of meeting lots of people.
For those 14 years. Yeah.
For those 14
Were you
years.
excited when they decided to move here?
Well, I was instrumental in that. I know different people, when they're building a new complex, feel, they're not sure about the change in the community. Mm-hmm. But I knew that there was a lot of people who have lived in Charleswood for years. I used to be the nurse out here 35 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I met a lot of senior families, and I got to know about how much they valued their sense of well-being in Charleswood, the lifestyle, the large lots, and all that's great. But the time comes when you want that, but you don't want the maintenance of it.
So how have you found the new facility? What do you think of it?
I absolutely love it here. Structurally, it's been very thoughtfully designed. I can reach the cupboards. I know there's safety rails in the bathroom. I know I use my balcony a lot. We have large lounges, so at least 2 nights a week our floor meets to do different games. I like the landscaping, the access to the bike path. When you're on your own, I feel a real sense of security.
That's a good line. Yeah.
I park underground, and I never feel like I'm by myself when I come home.
Well, that's a good point, though. And the other thing about the security side is you're living in an apartment where a lot of members are actually in the same community here.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of members that moved into these apartments.
Yes, increasingly.
Well, thank you very much for dropping in and sharing some information with us, Sandy.
My privilege, thank you.
Yeah. Well, the new space is the hub for the Charleswood Active Living Centre. They do also provide some programming outside the building. Pickleball takes place 3 days a week at the Westdale Community Centre. Each month, the group journeys to a local restaurant for fellowship and food, and from time to time, there's a casino bus. I just wanted to thank the staff, members, and supporters of Charleswood Active Living Centre for contributing to this program. By the way, the centre is located at Building A at 357 Oakdale Drive in Charleswood, and their website is located at www.charleswoodseniorscentre, and that's centre ending in an RE.org. At the end of January, I attended a meeting of the St. James Collegiate 75th Anniversary Reunion Committee. They have some awesome things planned for next October. But rather than me relay that information, I will let you hear some early days information from the committee co-chair Jan Currier and social committee chair Marley Shipley.
So we are the planning stages right now for St. James Collegiate's 75th reunion anniversary, and it's going to take place October 23rd to the 25th of this year, 2026, and we're hoping that we can get as many people out as possible, and it's going to be a really great weekend.
It is going to be a great weekend. We're going to start off on Friday night with a gathering at the local bar, the Big A. It's open to anyone who wants to come. And there will be events at the school on Friday night as well. The decades rooms will be open, and there will be, you can walk around the school. There might be entertainment. We're kind of discussing that right now. Mm-hmm. And on Saturday is the gala, but before that there will be a tea in the afternoon and decades rooms where it goes from 1951 to 2026, 75 right. years. And we're really hoping to have a good turnout for that. And then the gala's Saturday night.
Yeah, and it's going to be at the Victoria Inn and Conference Center. So there will be lots of fun there, lots of things to still be planned for that. So we're rolling out all the thoughts and the ideas are on our website at sjci75.com. And so we're encouraging everybody to go there and register online so that we can have a great database and keep you all informed as to what's happening. Tickets will be going on sale probably within the month. And so by February, sometime in February, you will see tickets up for sale. And it's going to be a fun time, and we're working hard to get the word out there to as many people. I mean, 75 years, that's a long time, and that's a lot of people. And we've got teachers and principals, former teachers, former principals involved. So it's just, the group is growing, and we're really excited about it. We've got a great team of people that are helping. We did a fundraising social last October that Marley sort of spearheaded. She did. And it was great. It was just so much fun to see so many people you hadn't seen in absolute years.
We sold 200 tickets. This place was hopping. It was just great.
It was really a lot of fun. So so we're just going to expand on that and continue to grow it as we get closer to the reunion weekend. We're going to start directing people to our website, sjci75.com. We encourage you to go there and register, because if you register, you're going to find out more about what's happening.
That's a wrap on this episode. If you'd like to contribute ideas for a program or just want to share some comments, feel free to visit my website at www.manitobaseniorstoday.com. There's a contact page with a form for providing feedback and comments. Be sure to check out future programs on Rogers TV Community Access Programming in Winnipeg and Thompson. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe. Till next time, thanks for watching.